Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Arizona State versus Washington college basketball matchup on Thursday, February 22nd, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK to get 15% off. We also have packages meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls, looking for that concierge style service. But these are not available on the website. You have to text the number that you see on the screen. So if you make big bets, text that number. But let's get to this one. Arizona State taking on Washington. Arizona State 13-13 on the season. Washington 14-12 coming in. Both these teams, I would have to say, are disappointing as to where they thought they were going to be. And you know, Washington had a nice run earlier this season. They have some big wins out there on their resume, but really that 14-12 schedule shows that, wow, they probably have lost a lot of games that they probably should have won. And Arizona State 13-13 on the season. This team just seems to be stuck in the mud in recent years, and 3-7 in their last 10 games. I'll tell you, they're playing some of their worst basketball of the season in these recent matchups. These teams played on January 11th in Washington, with Washington pounding Arizona State by 15 in a game they were favored by 7. Meanwhile, the Huskies, are coming off a loss against Cal. They were at home in that one, losing 82-80 as a 7.5-point favorite. They'd beaten Stanford and Oregon State prior to that, covering the spread in both those games, and even covering the spread in their loss at Oregon. They'd lost against Washington State and beaten Utah. So I just think that, what we've seen from this Washington team is just a lot of choppy performance. Meanwhile, Arizona State had back-to-back wins against Utah and Oregon State. Then they played their arch rival Arizona, and the biggest defeat in the history of the series, losing 105-60 as the Wildcats just really took them out behind the woodshed in that one. We look at what Washington's offense is doing. They shoot the ball extremely well from the floor, 43%, but in Arizona State's defense really isn't going to offer a lot of resistance there. I think the three-point shooting defense is pretty close. Washington hits some free throws, but they're not, certainly not an automatic in that regard. We look at Arizona State's offense, and boy, they just absolutely stink. 325th from the perimeter, 309th from the floor in general. Really 65% from the free throw line. Bad, and worse. I think that's what you could call these stats. And except when you look at the rebounding, even worse. I think in this case, it's just one of those things where I know Washington got the best of it in the first one. I don't think Arizona State gets the revenge. I'm going to take Washington, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.